Now let's begin with young Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and watch how Jerry Lewis disguises his voice.
Get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Miss Arlene Francis.
Well, from the noise that went up, I think it must be the MGM Lion. Start with a scream like that. Is it possible that anybody in pictures would create such a roar? Are you in pictures?
I couldn't hear anything.
It is the lion.
That was a yes, Miss
That's
Francis.
a yes?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been in television? Are you male?
How do you know it's us if they got the mask on? Come on, Jerry. Well, they can't see it, 13. And they got the mask on, and they're all covered up. They'll never guess who we are now.
Now, Bill, here's another great mystery guest. You can take a look at this. Now, you watch who signs in, but see who shows up.
Do you sing, ever?
Yes.
Would you be considered the kind of a comic that gets the girl?
Yes.
Is your hair thinning a little?
Yes.
I'll take a wild guess at this. Are you Bing Crosby?
Bill, I'm going to show you a cavalcade now, some of the really incredible mystery guests that appeared on What's My Line, and it's going to be interesting to listen to the amazing and crazy voices that they used.
We will begin tonight with Bennett Cerf.
Well, the reception was accorded you makes me feel that your face is reasonably familiar to the public. Is that correct?
Well, sir, I just don't know.
Do you sit tall in the saddle?
Getting warm. I would say a little crooked.
You kick pebbles a lot and say, yup.
Are you primarily a movie star? I ain't quite sure.
Am I a motion picture performer?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Mr. Allen, are you a man?
Sometimes.
Have you been a big motion picture star for quite a long time?
Yes. Miss Kilgallen?
Are you a He-Man hero type? Are you in the world of entertainment?
Grab it.
What did it say?
Brenda.
Are you a Democrat?
No.
Have you made your name in the motion picture business?
Yes, love.
Bennett?
Despite that falsetto, are you a male?
Yes, love.
Are you a rather youngish leading man?
Hardly.
It isn't. It's Joanne Wood, isn't it? And Paul Newman? Now, John, you want to ask them about their baby. They're very eloquent on that subject.
She ate a cigarette yesterday.
Did you answer the description of a pin-up girl?
No, but thank you.
Bennett, I would say, with the permission of our guest, that the area is a very broad one, and I would not be able to let...
Performer. I don't mean to be rude, but would I be correct in assuming you are not a singer?
Now, this next mystery guest did not have to disguise his voice. As a matter of fact, we presented him as a mystery guest. The panel had no blindfold, and they stared him right in the face and did not know who he was. And he was.
I know Mr. X has a very spiritual quality. Does he recruit nuns?
The payoff is that 3 years later, by the way, he became president of the United States.
Amazing. Amazing. You had famous guest panelists, too.
That's right, including you. And one of our favorite guest panelists was Groucho Marx, and I prepared some tape for you that we call our Groucho Marx sampler. Take a look at this.
Would you be apt to find this in the living room or the dining room or the kitchen?
Well, you can't answer that question,
Oh, she
yes
must
or
be
no.
accepting. A woman can't make a living just being a blonde. Although I've heard of a few who have.
Now, would you say that you deal with more with one? You made me do it.
You think I'm the only one that's obsessed with that subject, huh? Oh, boy, what a Freudian panel this is.
Some of us may, to a greater degree or another, be forced to come into more contact with one sex than the other, and
You realize that no one's listening to you.
Is this an outdoor sport?
Yes, Mr. Marx?
Are you an outdoor sport?
We would have to agree, since he practices his particular skill outdoors, he's an outdoor sport, yeah. Miss Francis?
It's up to you, babe.
Is it primarily a very popular American sport?
No, then it would be indoors.
No, that's...
You an old Buick. I'm sick of her, whoever.
One of the most brilliant comics in the early days of television was Ernie Kovacs. And I want you to see Ernie Kovacs. He's questioning the mystery guest, who happens to be Henry Kaiser, famous industrialist, who at that time had a car, the Kaiser, named after him.
Does this name appear on an automobile?
Yes?
Are you, and this is just a wild guess, but are you Abraham Lincoln?
Who stands out in your mind among the other great panelists on What's My Line?
Well, there were many, of course, but I particularly remember the Allen boys, Woody Allen, Steve Allen, and the incomparable Fred Allen. Take a look at him.
Yeah.
Mr. James, this is your first appearance on this show, isn't it?
Yes.
And this is my first appearance on this show. And we can save an awful lot of time if you just tell me what you do.
What's next out of the Goodson-Todman shop?
Well, we're always playing around with a few ideas, you know.
You can bet on that.
You can bet on that. That's a great idea for a game. I'm going to go home and work on it.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mark. Let's move to one of the most popular game shows on the air today. And to introduce its popular host, we have assembled our own 30-second tape cassette.
Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss
kisses me, I'm gonna just die.
Mama, it's part of the show.
Well, then let him kiss you.
The star of Family Feud, Richard Dawson.